to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday, dear Heather.
Golden girl.
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much. That's so awesome. I'm so appreciative to have all of you here with us. Hi, everybody here from Novitec Live. We're so blessed to have you a part of our special Golden Team Zoom for my birthday. It's actually tomorrow, but we're celebrating with everybody today. You can see my golden balloons, and we're so excited. So we're going to really get started pretty quickly. We've got a really jam-packed special event. Our CEO, Cynthia Petion, is going to be joining us this evening. And we have an amazing PAM presentation by Bob Bearden. And before we get started, I'm just going to introduce you to our panelists. Okay, so Dr. Zizi will be joining us. He is our 2-star ambassador from the United States. Olivier from Canada. He is our 1-star ambassador from Canada. He's the co-founder of the Golden Team. Debbie DeJong, my best friend. She's a senior director as of today. Congratulations, Debbie, from Canada. We have Bob Bearden, director from the USA. We have Mark Marshall, junior director from my team from Canada. Eugene Crayman, junior director from Australia from my team. Rachel Hanley, senior executive from Canada. We have the amazing Satoshi Show led by Troy Reja, senior executive from the USA. David Chandler, senior executive from the USA. Marcus Davis, senior executive from the USA. Donzel Clear, senior executive from the USA. And Eric Brown, senior executive from the USA. And last but not least, we have Keith Walden, who is our executive and our IT genius for this evening. So without further ado, we're going to get started right away. And we would love to introduce to you Bob Bearden from the Dream Team, Golden Team. He's an amazing leader on our team. He does training all through the week and Zooms for all of us. He's the best presenter we have, and we're so happy to have him this evening to share with you what Novitec is all about and why we're so excited to have you join us on our Novitec journey. Go for it, Bob.
Hey, one quick note here, Bob. Give me just a second. We're maxed out at 3,012 attendees here, but people can use the YouTube overflow line right now. So if you jump on YouTube, you can use that YouTube overline link there. And
wow, that's incredible. Over 3,000 people. We've maxed out our line. So everybody, if you go to the Novitec Golden Team Zoom room, we put the YouTube overflow video there, so you can join us live on YouTube. And awesome. I see that Cynthia Petion has joined us, our CEO. Cynthia, we love you, and we thank you so much for joining us today on my birthday celebration Zoom. We are so blessed to have you with us. And we're going to do a formal little presentation by Bob, and then I'm going to introduce you a little bit further in our presentation. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Heather.
Thank you for having me. I'm just going to hang out here in the background if you don't mind.
No problem. Thank you,
it's an honor to have you.
I got to keep an eye on Bob. Make sure he's saying the right things, you know.
Perfect.
It's all good. I think I've done it enough times and watched you enough times. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody from all around the world that's joining us tonight. This is a very, very exciting time in Novitec. So you are in the right place at the right time. I'm just going to share with you why we're all so doggone excited to be a part of Novitec, who's helping to create passive income for people worldwide. Now, before we get started, we do have to address an earnings disclaimer, as we are talking about money. So the use of our information and products and services should be based on your own due diligence, and you agree that the company's not liable for any success or failure of your business that's directly or indirectly related to the purchase of or the use of our information, products, and services reviewed. So really, guys, just verify what I'm saying to you. Trading is risky. There's always risk when it comes to utilizing your money to make you money. There's no guarantees here with Novitec, but you're going to be excited about what we share tonight. You have to be 18 years of age or older in order to participate, and you can only have one account. So don't try to get sneaky and put an LLC and then yourself. You don't want to do that. one account per person. Okay, so now that's out of the way, let's talk about Novitec. Established back in June of 2019. So gang, this is not fly by night. This is not here today, gone tomorrow. Novitec is a registered hedge fund company that trades in the cryptocurrency and the foreign exchange markets. Now, Novitec's produced an average PAM account trading bonus of 3% a week for the past 3+ years. It's pretty cool. Every single Friday, we're all pretty excited. So we're going to address two things here real quick on the front end of this. Trading, many of you might not understand that, and then exactly what a PAM account is. So what is trading? Right? Trading simply the conversion of one currency for another. In the case of crypto, you can buy one crypto, buy another crypto, trade them for one another, hold on to it, wait for it to go up and down. Now, in the case of professional trading, there's a real strategy that goes on behind the scenes that none of us need to know how to do. But trading crypto takes place 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's traded on what's called the blockchain, which is independent of any central banking system. Now, the foreign exchange market, a lot of people don't even know when they hear the word fiat. Fiat is cash. That's the money you go put in your bank. And the foreign exchange market's a decentralized market for trading the fiat. In fact, it includes all aspects of buying, selling, exchanging currencies at current or even determined prices. It's one of the largest liquidity markets in the world, actively trading over $5 trillion a day. Yes, trillion with a T. 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay. Now, don't get scared. Don't get feared out here. We don't need to know any of that stuff, but it's important you understand where the profits of Novitec comes from, right? Now, what we do is simply open a PAM account. Now, what is a PAM account? Percentage Allocation Management Module. Sounds fancy, right? We'll call it PAM from now on. All you're actually doing is allocating some of your money to the hedge fund. And for doing that, Novitec is going to generously reward us every single week with a PAM account trading bonus that's been averaging 3% per week. Now, there's weeks that it's lower. I'll show you in a second. You fund this account with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, or USDT. Now, let me kind of explain this in real layman's terms. Think of it as opening another bank account. Right? It's literally as simple as that. You go online and you actually register for an account. It takes about 5 minutes, and then you're going to fund it with one of these coins. At the end of the week, on Friday, you're going to decide whether you want to take your trading bonus, spend it on whatever you want, or you can compound it into your current principal balance that's in your trading account. Okay, that's really it. It's not any more complicated than this, you guys. Don't overcomplicate this. You register, you fund, and then you enjoy Friday. That's really the entire thing. Now, here's a chart. The company gives us these performance reports every single week. I'm going to make it a little bigger so everybody can kind of see this. And this goes from the start of this year. So you can see 2.36, we jumped up to 4.01, and you can see how this follows this trend right here. And then you look, if any of you are crypto enthusiasts, or remember the second week of May, I had so many friends that lost a lot of money in cryptocurrency that week. However, we still, as Novitec members, gained nearly 1% that week. Okay, still a positive return, which was exciting. Then we get over here close to the end, you know, where we're at now. We're getting close. You can see all the 3%. We're on a great trend. And if you were to add up all the percentages of the company from the beginning, yes, there's some that are high 4% and there's some that are in the 1%. There's no guarantee. But the doggone track record over the last 3+ years has been pretty darn good. We have to give a lot of kudos to the experienced traders and to Cynthia and her team, who's been really put together an incredible platform for all of us. You can see on the right side of our performance reports, it shows an added what each month was. So the lowest one you see here is 7.7% in May, when the market was really taking a dive. You go ask anybody you know, if they'd be happy making 7.7% on their money every single month. and they're going to be flabbergasted that it's even available. So we get these reports every single week. Now, let's talk about why we're different. There's really a couple important parts. Now, one of the reasons we're so different that's not actually on this slide is Novitec is 100% profit-based. So this hedge fund is completely self-sustaining. So if they said tomorrow, and our CEO's on tonight, so please don't do this, but if they said tomorrow, no more affiliates or members could join Novitec, all the current members would still earn money every Friday in their PAM account because it's a self-sustaining profit-based system, which I think is completely brilliant. There's no guarantee. There's no way the company can get themselves in any type of financial trouble having to guarantee pay. So it's really important that you understand that the money we're earning is not coming from new people's money to pay old people's money. It's coming from the profits of the company, okay? That's the main reason we're so different. Number two is there's no expiration dates on your PAM account. So what that means is you don't have to continue to fund it. I've heard about programs where every 6 months you got to fund your account again. That's usually a red flag that they need more of your money, okay? You don't have to do that. You could fund your PAM account one time and then just continue to compound it, or you could take out your profits every week, whatever you decide. Now, the third reason, which I think is probably the most important next to being profit-based, is that you have access to your capital at all times. It's never, ever locked up. So you fund your PAM account, you have an emergency in your family, you have access to that money. Now, there's only one thing that I think is really important that everybody understands is there is a window of time that does have a penalty for pulling out your principal balance from your trading bonus, not from your bonus on Friday, not from your Saturday pay, but from your trading account balance. Now, in your first 2 weeks of funding that trading account, there's no penalty. Let's say you have an emergency in your family, you're 7 days in, you need that money, you're freaking out, you can pull that money out, no problem. Now, from day 15 to day 90, so it's a very short 75-day window, there's a 15% penalty on any of the money you pull out of your trading account. Now, listen close to this because I get this question a lot. On day 91, the penalty period is over. Now, if you put more money in your account, it doesn't reset a penalty or start over again. It's done on day 91, okay, which I think is incredibly generous. You go invest your money in any of these platforms, not even crypto, any platform, IRAs, anything out there, and those penalties are very strict and for a very long time. So that's incredible. But the most important thing, you guys, that you have to understand and write down, you have access to your funds just like you would if you put it into a bank, okay? Now, there's no earning caps, of course. There's no earning limits. Here's some of the highlights. We use live traders, and there's a huge advantage to that because a human being knows what's going on in the world. It knows what's causing some inflation. It knows about wars going on. You know, if all we were using was exclusive bots, the bot's not a human being. It doesn't know what's going on. It's only going to be based off of algorithms. So being able to have live strategic traders trading for us who have obviously proven themselves over 3+ years is a huge, huge plus for us. Now, number two, listen, if you're going, oh my God, I don't know anything about trading. I only know Bitcoin. I didn't even know there was 6,000 altcoins and you're freaking out a little bit. Here's the best part. You don't have to know anything about trading, like zero, zilch, nothing. All you need to know how to do is fund your account with crypto, withdraw your account with crypto. And if you don't know how to do that, don't fear. I promise you, there is somebody around you that will embrace you and help you do that. The software Novitec has put together will do everything for you, track every single thing that we do, your orders, your history, your bonuses, everything. So you don't have to worry about that. And then if you did want to be a trader, you could download the MT5 platform. Novitec is their own licensed broker with MetaTrader. So you could download that, practice on a demo account, but more importantly, you could actually activate the Trading Academy library that Novitec has that's absolutely free for every member and truly learn how to trade on your own if that's kind of what your ambition is. And so in essence, really, this whole PAM account is like having automated trading for us with real live people. And then every week we get to see how well they did with their performance reports, which is pretty cool. Now, every account we have comes with low monthly fees, okay? 25 bucks a month. Now, this is really cool. I have to say this is actually brilliant. So $25, you're never gonna pay the $25 with your own money. You don't have to keep funding your account every single month to $25. In fact, the company doesn't even charge you the first time you join and open a PAM account. So there's no cost to open a PAM account. They're going to allow you the first 4 weeks of being a part of Novitec. And then on that anniversary date of the date you started is when they're going to charge you the 25 bucks, which you're going to make enough money in profit to cover that, which is why I say you're not even going to pay it with your own money, which is brilliant. They're going to conveniently take it right out of your trading account or your bonus wallet. You're never even going to feel it. Now, every Friday, we all say we're doing happy dances on Friday because every single Friday we wake up. Most of the time it's when we wake up. Every now and then it's in the afternoon if they close the trade late or whatever they do behind the scenes. But you're going to get your trading bonus. Now, here's a really cool thing, you guys, and remember this: every single person in Novitec gets paid a bonus on Friday that has a PAM account. Every person, which means the history of this company for 3+ years has paid a positive trading bonus on Friday, every Friday, which means that every person that's opened a PAM account has made money every single Friday since the inception of the company. That is incredible. And then, of course, there is an optional referral program if you decided you wanted to participate in that. And of course, you can upgrade your account at any time. Now, let's talk about the membership statuses that we have here with Novitec. There's 7 different membership packs. Starts at Builder, goes Builder, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum. I'll share with you VIP and President's Club. The one I want to hone in on here, because all these packages, nobody gets more percentage on Friday, which I love, by the way. There's no enticement of getting somebody to put in 10 grand or 20 or 100 grand because they're going to get more money every Friday. That's not the case. Every single person gets the exact same amount of return as far as the percentage goes on Friday, whatever that is. So it doesn't really matter which package you start at. Start where you're comfortable. Don't start with an amount you can't afford to lose, okay? But I want to hone in on the Builder pack for a minute. I love this pack for a couple of reasons, but it's very, very important you understand why it's even there, okay? It allows everybody around the entire world. A lot of poverty-stricken countries can participate at 99 bucks, right? We have people that get together as groups and then they go work together and then they help their friend open an account and help their other friend. So it really comes in handy. But it's called a Builder pack because, gang, let's do some simple numbers here. If you open an account with $100, and then let's just say hypothetically, the company for 4 weeks in a row gave you 3.0%. Let's just say that. That would be $3 for easy math. So by the end of the month, if you compounded it every week, you might have 113, 114 bucks in your wallet, okay? So now, on your anniversary date of that second month, they're going to take the $25 and your account's going to go backwards. So listen, whoever invited you here to watch us tonight and watch this presentation, they didn't invite you to get you in something and take your $100, okay? That's not the point. The point's for you to have a way to leverage and make money on your money. And if you only have 100 in, it's going to go backwards. That isn't the point. So the magic number is at least 500. Now, it's called a Builder pack because you want to build onto that balance. And for newbies, I love it because they can add 20 bucks a week or whatever as they're trying to get to the 500. And it helps them understand how to move cryptocurrency. It's kind of like a training ground as well. That's another reason that comes in handy. But guys, if you have to start on 99, no problem. Just understand you want to build on that to at least 500 because that would cover the $25 service fee and your account would be profitable. Now that's the point of a Novitec PAM account, okay? Now our VIP members, now you don't have to start here. You could compound here, you could add commissions to it, you could add money from your job, maybe kind of like you might be contributing to a 401k, you could treat it like that. Once you get to 25,000, Of course, there's no more $25 service fee. That's waived, which is pretty cool. But you get 1% back on your own personal PAM account trading bonus every single month. And then once you exceed that and you go to our exclusive President's Club, which kudos to a lot of our members who have made it into the President's Club already in such a short amount of time, you get 2.5% back on your own personal trading bonuses every month. You get $1,000 bonus. It's not a gift card anymore, but you get the bonus. So you could take it out, you could compound it, do whatever you want with it. And of course, there's no monthly fees here at all. Okay. So gang, that literally is the whole program. Let's just do a real quick recap. First thing you do is open a PAM account. The second thing you do is fund it with some cryptocurrency from $99 to whatever amount you feel comfortable with. And then the third thing you do is enjoy your trading bonus every single Friday. The only thing you have to decide is whether or not you want to compound it into your trading balance or you want to withdraw it to start paying off some debt. And I got to tell you guys, when I first started Novitec, I started on a lower amount. I was broke, not broken. I was temporarily out of cash. And I got to tell you, Cynthia, Novitec has changed my life 100% in a very short 8 months time. I mean, completely changed my family's entire life. And the way I used my account to begin with over the last few years, you know, it wasn't so good financially. And I had a lot of little personal debts. So I grew my PAM account and then I paid off a personal debt. And I grew the PAM account and I paid off a personal debt. And today I continue to grow this with all my credit cards, my personal debts and all paid off, excited, and could not be more blessed that Novitec crossed my path. So I got to give a huge shout out to Miss Carla Amashan, who made that phone call to me. I'm extremely happy that I'm here. I'm so excited for all 3,000 plus people watching and what the future can hold for them and their family and the possibilities. If it happened for me, I promise you it can happen for you. So I'm honored to be your presenter tonight. Thank you so much for asking me, Heather. It's been a real blessing working with you. I feel like you're my sister from another mister. We've only been knowing each other for 8 months, but you've been an absolute joy, a pleasure, and an incredible servant-driven leader. So thank you so much. And I'm going to kick it back over to you. You're muted. You're muted, girly. Heather Belanger, AKA Golden Girl, Birthday Girl. You got to unmute. There you go.
I'm unmuted. Yay. Well, hello, everybody. Look at this. Over 3,000 people. Miss Reverend Cynthia Petion. Can you believe it?
And 2,000 people on the
Everybody
overflow
wants
line.
to be here to wish you a happy birthday. Although they're muting you in the process.
Thank you. And Troy, did you just say that there's 2,000 people also on YouTube?
Yeah, 2,000 on the overflow line. We're maxed out 3,000 on the participant line here. So on the webinar, 5,000
people. Fantastic. I love it. That's amazing. Well, Cynthia, we are so blessed to be a part of your company and the leadership that you have, the friendship that I have with you. You're just amazing. You know, I love you dearly. And especially this past week, you really helped me so much. And I'm so thankful for everything that you do for our company. And we just want you to share with us, you know, everybody that's on the panelists here today. They're my personally sponsored people from all three of my teams. I want to just give a quick shout out to Miss Debbie DeJong, who became a senior director today. And because of that, my father became the first ambassador, one-star ambassador today. My dad, who was one of the first people that I introduced to Novitec. So I'm so proud, Dad. We did it. And I know he's watching right now. You know, he follows the Golden Team. He's one of the administrators on that channel, and he watches it like a hawk. He's always like sending me texts. Heather, look at this comment. This person needs help. Go look at this. Heather, look at this. So he's a joy. He's my hero. And I'm so happy, Dad, that you made it to ambassador before I did. And that's totally incredible. And we're just really blessed for that.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Let your dad beat you to it.
I know, what the heck, right? So anyway, Cynthia, I just want to turn the Zoom over to you. You know, whatever you want to share as the heartbeat of the CEO of this company, we're just going to leave it up to you to tell us what you want to tell us.
Well, first, I do want to wish you a very big, amazing, blessed, incredible birthday.
Thank you.
So, I mean, there's nothing, more precious in this world than being able to wake up another day and just be grateful for what we have. And, I just want to share the gratitude and the excitement of, what it is that we do have going on here, because, we started this business, back in 2019, as you know, just out of necessity, need, I guess, we just wanted to be able to just help people who couldn't find a way otherwise. And I love when people, look at people like us and positions like us and don't expect there to be any kind of failure in your background or disappointment in your background. I mean, how many people married, fell in love, and everything worked out with the very first person they ever kissed? Even then, relationships take time. Learning how to raise kids takes time. Learning how to build a business. These are all things that people just learn over time. And I am extremely grateful for what we have here, but I'm even more grateful for the failures that we've had in the past, because sometimes I think you need something like that to be able to be grateful for what it is that you're building and what you have. And this to me is not a business. We built it like one, all right, but I overall really just consider us a community. We're like our own village. We look out for each other. I mean, the amount of comments and people that we get, just even on a daily basis, just being grateful, sending messages for changes that they have in their life. And to be honest with you, we just look at it as just part of what we do every day. If you see somebody in need, you help them out. And that's always been our goal. Our goal is not to not have any bumps in the road or any trouble or these things are just things that are going to come along. The goal and overall mission of this company is to continue to build a community and a resource so that people, if they choose to, have an option, have a way. And it's never our intention to lock everybody in here and be like, you can't go anywhere else. We're not the jealous, crazy girlfriend. We like to share the love. We like to give people not just an opportunity, but an ability to learn how to make money, learn how to network, learn how to even feel comfortable in your own skin doing a presentation. Because guys, these are skills to me. It's almost like swimming or, which is like a life skill. And it's our intention for people to have life skills. I talk to people all the time about, okay, we're investing here, we're trading here. What other things can I do? I don't, tell you to go trade gold and all these other things I don't know anything about. But I do believe in, if you want to start a business, guys. You want to open a restaurant, You want to build a church, schools, you want to, invest in properties and flip houses or, do those things. All right, because what we do is amazing, and we have some really exciting projects that we've been working on for a very long time. Never underestimate how long it actually takes to complete a project. I always start these things and I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna get it next week, and they keep yelling at me. I get yelled at a lot, believe it or not. I'm the CEO and people still yell at me because I just want to get things done, and it's because I'm anxious to give our community something more. So hopefully these are some things, if I crack the whip enough, we'll be able to roll out things you can participate in, things you can share, and I like I said, I love the trading world. It was quick. It was, an easy way for us to get in, start producing results right away. It is, the market is tricky. It's up, it's down, and I like stability. This business isn't right now for everybody, but we want to be able to make it for everybody. One tiny thing I will just, Bob, during your presentation, first of all, you doing presentations is like, listening to Elvis to me. I just swoon at the sound of your voice doing these things. You're an amazing presenter, and I love the way you represent us. It's amazing. We do have an updated presentation in the back office. I'm going to encourage all of you to use that and share it as well. There's information on there about being a hedge fund company. I just wanted to clarify that. When we started out in 2019, it is what we started as. However, As we continue to grow and have this number of people, being a hedge company also requires that you qualify your investors, which means us having to collect information from our customers prior to them even being able to register with us. And it's an international business. That could be difficult for a lot of people, as you indicated, also people who don't have bank accounts, people who don't have resources. And we want to be able to ensure that this business continues to be available for as many people as possible. So if you check our disclosures and our information, we're trading advisors. All right, we operate our own MetaTrader platform, but I just want to clarify that one little difference. It doesn't change what we do or how we operate. I just want to make sure we're super clear and transparent when talking to everybody about what it is that we do and how we represent ourselves. But other than that, guys, it's been an amazing few years. Extremely excited about the next few years even. And we really sincerely appreciate the support from everybody here. I hear you have new ambassadors on your team, not just your dad, but is Mr. Olivier also an ambassador from what I understand?
Yes, he is this week.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to my sponsor, Olivier.
Another one who I used to beat up all the time. I just, to me, we're here to bring, build leaders, and the only way to do that sometimes is just to, give a little tough love. So sorry if I ever, cracked you up a little too hard, but I do believe in building people. And sometimes, but everybody knows we always do everything with the best intention, a great deal of love. We truly love and respect everybody here, and congratulations, Golden Team, on everything. I got that right? On everything that you've accomplished. I mean, just even, to have a Wednesday night meeting casually like this, to have this kind of attendance is humbling, it's overwhelming, and it really just is an accreditation to, what it is that you guys do every day. So we do appreciate you. If there's anything, Heather, you want to, just comment on throughout with it, but this is your show tonight, so I don't want to take over.
Thank you so much, Cynthia, no, we appreciate, hey, whatever you're willing to give us, we're willing to receive. Our ears and eyes are open. We are grateful to see in our official Novitech channel that your cohort, Ricardo, has told us that there is some amazing updates coming with developments on the actual systems. Are you able to comment on that?
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a moment. One thing I want people to know and understand is that, we utilize, as admins, support, and everything else, this same system. And trust me, nobody wants to kick a computer screen faster in the face than I do when things aren't working 100% correctly. It is part of the growing pains. There's an overwhelming number of people joining us every day, which is a good problem to have. We talk to our developers literally around the clock, and even when I ask them, what's going on right now, they're like, did you just double in size again? And like, maybe, so I understand the difficulty and the stress that comes with things not always working correctly. But again, it's just one of those things, you just chalk it up to it does what it does. Every issue always gets corrected, even if it takes longer than everybody would like. But I want to stress, the importance of treating this as a growing entity that's meant to be stable over time. This isn't a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's just as easy to, take things down. I guess it's a lot harder to build it up. So I think we've kind of just had to come to the realization that what we're working with, it's probably best to just do a major overhaul than to keep trying to add on to it or make repairs to it or whatever. We need to be able to scale properly. And the system is a beautiful system, and it was designed very well. But I think it just has too many functions that, as we've grown and customized our everybody, most of you know, we haven't changed our comp plan pretty much since we started. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Okay, so the system, when we first built it, just had a lot of maybe unnecessary things that do utilize resources that we don't necessarily need in order to run the business. Everybody cares here about a couple of things. They want to see their downlines, how they're building, how they're growing, and they want to see their money. Not just see it, but be able to withdraw it. So I just need a few basic functions. I need you guys to be able to monitor and track your business, and we need for you to be able to transact, whether that's upgrading or signing up new people or whatever. Unfortunately, you know, people are creatures of habit, and they're gonna just do what they do. Everybody's gonna do it on Friday when we get paid. Everybody's gonna do it again on Saturday when we get paid. And, you know, we have a 24/7 system. I would love for people to use it more on Monday and Tuesday when it's zipping fast, but people still want to be able to get on Fridays, Saturdays, and we understand that. So sometimes we just need to reroute. But we have started the process of just doing a new build out. Again, just know that that does take time. So you don't need to send support tickets, God help us, asking when it's going to be ready. These poor guys, they get an enormous amount of requests daily. You wouldn't even believe how many people just don't enter their own email addresses incorrectly. So, you know, we want to be careful when we're registering people's hands in the beginning, guys. Make sure they're registering correctly. Make sure, you know, the information is inputted correctly. And I'm if you make a mistake with your registration, just scrap it and open a new one, because the account's going to delete itself after 48 hours anyway. You're not going to have any issues with compliance contacting you and say you have duplicate accounts, because it auto deletes. But sometimes it's a lot easier to just do that than to go open a ticket with support, wait for somebody to answer you, and in the meantime, your account's closing. It just doesn't make sense. You do something wrong, just do it over. You know, people like to click on links and then stuff gets saved in their cache that doesn't belong there. And then, oops, I signed up under the wrong person because I clicked on somebody else's link. That's okay. Ignore it. Do it again correctly. A lot of these things we can just fix without having to ever go through support. If you signed up with the wrong email, sign up an account with that email if you want to, but it's a lot easier to me to just scrap it and do it over again. You know, these are just little tips or tricks, whatever, that'll kind of help you move along. But, you know, a lot of times people will open these accounts incorrectly. The email's not correct. They didn't get a letter verifying the account, but they're funding it. Don't do that. Don't fund an account you can't get into because the email's incorrect. You know, don't let other people have access to your email if that same email is going to open your Novitec account. You know, there's so much, you know, there's so much that we can do as a company to help protect your account. You know, we really need users to start at home, making sure that their accounts are protected. People don't have access to their emails. They're setting it up correctly. And a lot of these things, if you just get it done correctly in the first time, as Bob said, it's just a self-maintained account. You'll never have to do anything else. You can go in, check your balances, upgrade if you want to. Cash out if you want to. You know, we love the flexibility of what it is that we do. And we really, you know, I'm somebody who's always prided myself on service. So we want to make sure that we continue to provide the best service. And I think along with that comes with us doing upgrades, an overhaul if we have to. And, you know, again, Mr. Roy Ricardo, he's also in charge of helping launch some of these new projects that we're working on as well. So trust me, and for those of you who don't know, that's my little brother. So I stay on top of him. You think we wrestled as kids, you should see us wrestling as adults. So, you know, we're all just really excited to just get to the next phase.
So Cynthia, since we're in the process of scaling out and developing the new system, as you know, we did a test pilot over the last few weeks on automated compounding your bonus ROI.
Yes.
How is that looking?
Well, that module is done, as you know, because a lot of you tested it. The only thing we're tying into it is because it wasn't something we considered when we launched it. We just wanted people to be able to move the money quickly if they wanted to. So what we did was we set up an auto invest option, as you know, which would allow you, if it turned on, to have your bonuses, your ROI, it doesn't apply to commissions, but the ROI, when it's paid on Friday, to go directly into your trading account. Because that's one of the reasons why a lot of people log into the systems on Fridays, to be able to get that upgrade done before the weekend. So this would allow it to go straight there. What we didn't take into account is that the volume. So it goes into your trading account is there, but we weren't tying it to an order system. Because right now, for you to make an upgrade, you have to do what? You have to place an order in the system. You got to put it in your cart. It generates a receipt, but that serves two purposes. Not only is a record of the transaction, but it also is what's generating volume for your team and your downline. So it's great to take $100 and auto invest it in trading, but if it doesn't generate an order and a receipt, two things are going to happen. We're not able to attribute that to your group volume because there's no record of it, although it's in the transaction history. But also without a record of it, there's no email receipt, which means people are now still logging in every Friday to see if it made it there, So we want to be able to generate an order for it so that it goes into your volume, so that you can continue building towards your rank achievements, but also more importantly, that it generates an email receipt that you get so that you already know it's done, taken care of, it's already been paid. So that right now, I think they're just testing the orders to make sure that it's generating the receipts properly. I don't think it'll be done, for this week, but I'm hoping for next week that'll all be tidied up and we can launch it officially to everybody.
Fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful. So all the panelists that are here today are my direct sponsored friends. And we just want to show gratitude to you and to Novitec and to Eddie and your brother, Ricardo, for everything they've done for us. So if any panelists want to just share a 30-second gratitude to Cynthia, feel free to do so.
Okay, can I go first then?
Yes, David.
Hi, David.
This is David Chandler from the Satoshi Show. He's a newly person that just came onto my team, and I'm so blessed to have him with the Satoshi Show here. Go ahead, David.
Hi, David.
Oh, hi. I wanted to thank you, Cynthia, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us tonight. Really, really thank you. When I looked at Novitec and how you have structured it, I knew I had to get involved. So the fact that you have started in 2019 and weathered the ups and downs of the market and came out profited week after week says it all. You did a wonderful job. And also the fact that we have access to the funds in our PAM account at any time is huge. You don't know how huge that is. And lastly, your hybrid referral program. This is what got me in really enticed into it, was that where we can help our team gain from the rank bonus with our hard work. So thank you. And I really, really appreciate you. And we love Novitec.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Just raise your hand and I'll call you out. Debbie, go ahead. Take yourself off mute.
Did you say Debbie?
Yes, congratulations, by the way, on reaching senior director today.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. So blessed, no doubt about it. Well, I'd certainly like to shout out a huge blessing and thankful blessing to my beautiful friend, Heather, one of my best friends in the world. I was to her own personal birthday party 4 years ago, but can't make it this time. So I love you, my dear friend. We've become the best friends in the world, and I'm so thankful for all your help and for this beautiful opportunity. And Cynthia, for you, I tell you, we are blessed to be a part of this Novitec world. And there's so many people we have been able to help, even help somebody pay their rent. It's just even on a small basis, but this has been just a beautiful ride. And I just thank you so very much. And so thankful to my team. They've been amazing. Even so many of them kicked in this week to say, we're going to get you to senior director, and boy, they worked. So I so appreciate all of them. So thank all of you. And thank you, Bob. Yes, you are the best. So
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you again.
I
But see,
appreciate
that's really
that.
how you say that, right? Like your team kicked in to help you get somewhere. It's not something you can just do on your own.
No,
You know,
the team
right? So
effort.
you got to be able to build people up, and it's the only reason why, even the core team, a lot of people don't believe it now looking at us, but our core team started with 30 people. I'm sorry, not our core team. Our entire team started with 30 people. And when I say 30 people, I mean like 30 customers. So, and it took a really, really long time to grow. And, and that's coming from a background where we had teams of hundreds of thousands of people. And here we are starting our own business with 30 customers. And it didn't bother us one bit. It gave us a lot of time to get feedback. And, these are all members that, well, I don't know if some of them are still here. They're probably left or whatever. But we were all just, I don't want to say destitute, but I love something Bob so he said we were all temporarily broke. All right, and trust me, being broke is a temporary state for most people. If you're like lingering in brokenness, then it's you're not just broke, you got some other issues going on. But these were people who needed an opportunity and needed a way out, and we even bickered in the beginning. It was like, oh, why is it taking so long? But things take time to build, things take time to perfect, and we're still not even perfected yet. But what's important to me when I look back is that I treat making money like we do swimming. Once you know how to swim, you always know how to swim, right? Once you know how to ride a bike, you always know how to ride a bike. I think once you know how to make money, even if it may come and go, you're always going to know how to make money. So sometimes that requires a little patience. But I have leaders here on our team who couldn't pay their rent and were getting evicted. Now they're, in nice homes, driving nice cars, and they're getting married and they're having families. And, and we just hear stories like that all the time. And it just reminds me why we started. And it just encourages us to keep doing it no matter how difficult it gets.
Exactly.
God put something in your path. If we're not doing this to help people, and it's every day, people get aggravated with me sometimes because they're like, I got $1 million investor, I need you to talk to them. I'm like, if they have $1 million, they don't need to talk to me. They've already figured it out. You know what I'm saying? So tell them to go play, roll the dice, let's go. It's the people that I know who don't have any other means or just don't know how to even, that we help every day. That makes it such a big deal. And people never understand my aloofness when it comes to, big investors. And we appreciate you. We're glad you're here. You help us do what we do every day. But it's the little people that you reach out and touch every single day that makes such a big difference to us. And there's a lot more of them than you would think.
Amen. You're so right. Reverend Mark Marshall, you're next. My good friend. You're on mute, my friend.
Oh, there you go. Hi, guys.
I like your t-shirt. What does your t-shirt say, Mark?
It says, I'd rather, let's see, you'd have to read it here. Can you read it?
Big chest you got there.
I know.
I'll read it. Tell us, Mark, what it says. Tell us what it says, Mark.
It says, I'd rather stand
probably
with
has
God.
to go get a mirror to remember.
I know. I would rather stand with God
Than be judged by the world. Or no, I'd
Amen.
rather be judged by the world and stand with God.
Amen.
Something like that.
Go ahead.
Anyways, I just want to thank you, Cynthia, so much, and Heather for introducing me. This was an answer to prayer. And I prayed that God would just help me be equally yoked in my relationships in business. And when I saw your company and Heather and all the prayer that goes on, I go, that's an answer to prayer, because I've got great relationships as a Christian and being equally yoked in those, but I needed to be equally yoked in my business ventures. And this has just been a blessing, just to have the freedom. I've been through cancer, I've been through COVID, I've been through shingles right now. And to know that you have a paycheck coming on Friday and Saturday, even if you can't work, is just tremendous. But I'm so thankful for all the people that's on our team, and Heather and everybody else. And it takes teamwork to build this. And I'm just so grateful and humbled by what it's done for, families and people. So thank you, Cynthia, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
That's right. Not everything. People sometimes just pray when they need something. Sometimes you just gotta pray because you're thankful or grateful, and you just ask him to come, he'll be there. Whether most people think about personal relationships, but he wants to be in our business affairs too.
That's right. Amen. Go ahead,
We're
Troy.
gonna feed the world if we don't let him in.
That's it. Troy Raja.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, Cynthia, for taking time out to be here tonight. But I also want to thank the birthday girl, the golden girl, Heather, because, I've been in networking for a long time. I've done well, made, multiple six-figure monthly incomes. But Heather kept calling me. She set up this Telegram channel. She kept calling me for like 2 years. She'd send me a telegram. She'd send me an email. You got to check out Novitec. You got to check it out. And finally, we dug in, late June, early July, and started checking it out. I just picked up the phone. Another company I was in failed, and I picked up the phone. I said, Heather, what are you doing? And she told me. And I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I listen 2 years ago? But anyway, Cynthia,
You probably
your
wouldn't have been
story.
as president.
Yeah, well, it wasn't ready. The timing wasn't right. But I listened to your story and how you took a business failure, a little bit of a nose plant, and turned it around because you cared so much about the people following you, and you turned it into this great opportunity of Novitec. And I said, I want to follow that lady. So thank you, Miss Cynthia.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you,
Anybody ever tell
Troy.
you look like Woody Harrelson? At least from this end, you do.
Yeah, he
Woody
does kind of, doesn't
Harrelson.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
love
right.
him, but
All
you're gonna
right,
find me
Bob,
saying
there
that
it
a lot
is.
about people. I love them.
All right. Well, I got to say, what you said about helping other people, I've been in networking for a long time myself, and I just got burned out. I love it because my favorite thing is the relationships we build around the world, right? But I got so, what's the right word? Just tired of
Overwhelmed.
watching my friends never make a penny and spend
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars every month. And about 2 years ago, I just took a hiatus. I said, I'm all done. And I wrote a goal down on January 1st. I write my goals down every January 1st. And I hadn't done that since COVID for a couple of years. And I was writing down my goals. My very first goal was to accelerate my retirement. And I was praying about it. I was just trying to manifest it into my life. And literally 9 days later, my sponsor called me about Novitec, and she was pitching me in a way that I was done with networking. Like I didn't want nothing to do with networking. And then she said, well, listen, if all you did was look at this to accelerate your retirement, then just do it for that. And that red light went on now, or green light went on now. It did not take long for me to realize this compensation plan that you have put in place is built for every single person to make money. And when I started telling people, and they didn't really believe me at first, we started building with our core people. But what I love more than anything about this is all 5,000 people in my group make money every week, every single week. And that is what gets me up in the morning. That's what gets me excited to keep picking the phone up. That's what keeps me invigorated to do Zooms every single week, 4 or 5 times a week, because I know that if they join and simply open a PAM account, they're going to make money. It's as simple as that. And then it's so funny, Cynthia, I have so many people that tell me, I'm not getting on your Zooms. Don't send me those schedules. I don't want any part of that. 6, 7 weeks later, they're calling me up going, hey, man, can you talk to my friend John? Can you talk to, I'm like, wait, I thought you weren't going to share this with anybody. It's like, how in the world can I not share this with people I love? I've been making money every single week. And that right there is, I think, the reason Novitec is going to be, it's really the household name that's going to happen for people that are in networking. And because I tell people all the time, this is not like your networking that you've done. This is not some traditional MLM company. Don't tell anybody about it.
And we didn't want it to be. We didn't want, I mean, a lot of people, I tell people all the time, we're not a networking company that trades. We're a trading company that offers you an affiliate program if you want to use it. Only 30% of our, and I say it all the time, only 30% of our customer base use it.
It's
the other 70% just trade, or they even, if they're in areas that allow them to, open accounts on our MT5 and they trade on their own even. So the opportunity is there if you want it. If you don't want to use it, it's totally fine. But to me, networking isn't like what you would say, traditional go buy some products and push it to everybody who, will buy it. This is an opportunity for people to use the program, not use the program if they want to, or just have fun with it or benefit from it, whatever it is that you want to do. Networking to me isn't that. Networking to me is just building a community. Because even if you're not doing it here, you're muted, Bob. But even if you're not doing it here, you have to do it outside of here. Don't you want to know as many
right?
doctors, lawyers? It's relationship building. That's all it is. And I don't need anything from you. You know what I'm saying? Relationship building is all about, what you're offering to somebody. Because if you're not adding value to somebody, you're taking away value, right? John Maxwell, I follow him intensively. So you are doing one of two things. Either you're adding value or you're removing it. So if you can't figure out which side you're on, then you're not going to benefit in life in general.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
the simple model. I was just going to say the simple model that I've shared with all the Golden Team members is simply this. All I do is care, share, and compound. That's it. Care, share, and compound. That's my motto. And I always tell everybody that, Cynthia, branded the Golden Team. I tell everybody that, I was on a Zoom.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was on a little, WhatsApp meeting with her, and I said, hey, I've got some great logos that I want to share with you. Can you take a look at them and give me your opinion? Oh yeah, of course, Heather, no problem. So I sent them to her, and she goes, do you want my honest opinion? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, they suck.
Hate it.
They're so boring. She goes, let me make you one. And honestly, I swear to God, everybody, she made it in 10 seconds. She just boom, boom, boom. She's so amazing at it. And she just creates this beautiful Golden Team logo. And we adopted it that day and forever. I get to say Cynthia branded the Golden Team. So we are really thankful for that.
Branding, right? I mean, I believe in brands, in building brands. Okay.
Yes.
I know, we're taking time tonight to talk at my sister. It's your birthday, happy to do it. But, you spend a lot of time building your brand. So there's your brand and there's marketing. They're two different things, right? Marketing is getting in front of people and, trying to be spread your message or your word as quickly as you can. But you have to be able to build your brand, because at the end of the day, you don't want people following me. You want them recognizing and following you. You're the face of everything that you do. You're the one who's giving them these opportunities. And, I know a lot, Sin, why don't you do, the presentation? You do it better. Of course I do it better. I wrote it. Of course people want to hear from me. I'm the CEO. But in everything that I've always done, I made sure that I was a recognizable brand. All right. So that, guess what? If I was doing this or not doing this, or if you want to branch off and have your own business or opportunity, or, whatever it is you want to offer people, you're a nurse, for example. Let's say you want to give education on first aid, whatever it is, people have to be able to recognize you. So I think it is important, especially as leaders and the degree to which you build these businesses here, that you build your brand. So that's right.
5,000 people on this call, Cynthia.
Yeah, I mean, that is your brand. Whether you're with me or you're not with me, they'll follow you.
That's right. Amen.
And I think
all right, on that note, because I want to
something everybody should learn.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to be respectful of your time too, Cynthia, because honestly, you've been with us for the whole time and I'm really grateful. We have a couple more panelists that want to just share their heart. Rachel, you're next.
Hi, everyone. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much, Cynthia, for bringing your vision to fruition. It's totally changed my life and the lives of my family and lots of my friends. And I see that happening every day. I'm so grateful to Heather for the day she called me and said, you've got to look at this. And I was going to be one of those people that Bob just spoke about. And I said to Heather, well, do I have to tell anybody about it? I'm done with doing this. And she said, no. I said, do I have to sell anything? And she said, no. And I said, okay, do I have to put a certain amount of money in every month? And she said, no. I said, okay, I'm in. And within 2 weeks, after signing in on a Friday and seeing, oh my gosh, this is abundance. Maybe I made $10 that first week, but to me, that was abundance. Now I that feeling of lack that I'd always had disappeared. It just dissipated completely. And I felt this was such a blessing. I felt it was totally sent to me from God. And I'm just so terribly grateful. So I couldn't help but share that blessing. And that's what I do. I just feel it's a wonderful thing to share to everybody, with everyone, and it changes lives. So again, I'm so grateful to you,
Amazing, thank
Cynthia,
you.
and to you, Heather. So
Thank
grateful.
you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And just to be clear, it wasn't my vision. It's God's vision. I'm
Yes.
just a
God's
messenger.
vision.
I'm just a
Right.
vessel.
I'm
You
glad
know, this,
he gave
you know,
me
and
that.
I tell people that a lot of times. This came to me while brushing my teeth, because he likes to speak to me when he thinks I'm listening. When the day gets hectic and the kids are running around and things are getting done and my parents are calling, I can't focus and I can't hear. So he kind of likes to be like, hey, you know, while you're brushing your teeth, let me tell you something. And, you know, literally I stopped and was like, what am I supposed to be doing now? But it hits me, you know, loud and clear all of a sudden when things have to get done. And it's in times of struggle or, you know, in times of need or whatever, he never fails to deliver, you know, the message. And sometimes I just have to quiet myself long enough to hear what it is that he wants us to do. But that's always been a mission, not just for myself, but my husband Eddie, who's our CEO, my brother Ricardo, our CTO, and everybody that works behind the scenes with us. That we know that we have a mission greater than ourselves, that we just have to continue with. And it doesn't always mean we're going to know what to do and when to do it, but somehow it always just gets figured out.
Amen. That's fantastic. Another great brother friend, Eric Brown.
Alrighty. So, okay, I'm not muted. So anyway, Cynthia, want to thank you. Obviously, we love the fact that you came here to support the Golden Team, and we just appreciate everything you put together. I've been in this space, this crypto space now since 2017, and I'm so happy that we finally found a company that is sustainable, that's been around several years, because most companies we've been in, especially in this space, have crashed and burned. Let's face it. So the fact we've got something here that we can feel real comfortable about and comfortable with, and we can take this to the moon. We so appreciate.
I do believe we can.
Yeah.
We will.
So
We will, and we are.
yeah. So I'm happy we got something that the masses can benefit from. So kudos to you and your team for what you got.
Thank you. It's a little weird when you hear like we're on our 4th year. Like I'm always taken aback. I'm like, where did the time go? You know, and there's still so much work to do. And you know, I love when people are like, well, you know, do you think we'll be here another 5 years? I'm like, if I said just yes to 5, would that be enough? Because guess what? Years ago when we started, like, can you just make it last 2 years? I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Like, you know, it's not my goal to have an end date. Right? It's like people who sit around waiting for the end of the world to come. I'm not there. I'm not that person. I always come in to get raptured, you know, so then you're going to have to take me along with my business and everything else along with it. But I don't really have, you know, any intention of failing. So
Awesome. That's
Great.
amazing. Eugene, a great friend of mine for many, many years. He's expanding all across Australia, New Zealand, Israel, the United States. He's from Australia. Eugene, my friend.
Hi, Eugene.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to say, Cynthia, thank you very much for being able to build such a great company. And also, I would like to say to Heather that you are my Canadian star. Thank you for calling me 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. And thank you very much for letting me know about Novitec. I need to say that I was in completely disbelief. Totally based totally based on my past experience in the industry. And also, I didn't really need it because, look, I've been in crypto for a while, okay? And then I've made quite a lot of profit in crypto, and I simply didn't need it, okay? But anyway, to make the story short, thank you very much that I got involved. I've been in it almost 2 years. I have never, ever been earning so much money from crypto, from networking, and honestly, I do love helping people. this come from within. Okay, I really love
Yeah.
it, and I'm really happy that we have a vehicle that we can help to others. So again, thank you, ladies, very much, and I'll try my best what I can do to help others. Thank
Amen.
you.
Thank you,
Amen.
Eugene.
Thank you.
Excellent. Donzel Clear, another amazing friend. He's part of the Satoshi Show, a great servant leader, and such a great person. Go ahead, Donzel.
Well,
Hi,
thank you,
Donzel.
Heather. How you doing, Miss Cynthia? Happy birthday again, Heather. 29th
you.
birthday,
Thank
looking awesome. All right.
I was 29 for about 10 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
at least.
That's it. We just want to say thanks. I'm a young pup in the Novitec circle. Marcus, the Satoshi group, we're part of the Golden team. You know, we're young, but we are very grateful and very thankful for what we have. When you look at 2019, when you started this thing, you know, you had the pandemic, you got the markets going crazy, we have wars going on, and in the midst of all this chaos is this fabulous opportunity to wherein people could impact their lives. And, you know, I had a conversation with one of my guys last night, and he was like, D, you know, we were talking about Novitec, and he was like, I'm just tired. He said, I've lost so much, the crypto space, my 401k, my investments, I'm just hemorrhaging everywhere. I had to go back to work and do things differently because I just, you know, the market's just too unstable. And I said, well, you know what? I said, let me share something with you. I said, everybody likes to be a part of a team that's undefeated, right? When you go undefeated, you know, that's something you hang your cap on. There's few boxers, few athletes, few anybody that can say, I'm undefeated. And so far, thank God, Novitec has been undefeated week after week, month after month, yielding profit. So when I said that, he said, what do you mean? And I just did a little bit more explaining. And he was like, send me the information. I hope he's on this call tonight, because with Novitec, we have the power to be a bright light in a dark room. So we thank you for all that you do, your leadership, and what's been going on. And Heather, we thank you and the Satoshi group, the family. That's what we are, family. Novitec is not I or me driven, it's we driven. So we're family.
That's right. You said it, you said it all right, Donzel. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't
And,
think I've ever quite heard it explained that way. I love the boxing comparison or whatever. And, you know, people ask all the time, would you have expected that? I don't know that I can expect any of it, but, you know, I like your reference to, you know, just being a light in the dark room. You know, light is meant to shine, not to be hidden. Even if with that one little flower in the field that, you know, people notice or can use or whatever, then that's what we have, you know, to be. When I tell people all the time, I'm not trying to be the only name in this sector. I have to be honest with you, the more of us there are, the better it is for us, the more credibility there is, the more opportunity there is. You know, this isn't like a world takeover. That's not my thing. You know, you know, I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm not trying to be the only opportunity. I want, even if people can mirror what we do well enough so that they can also create these, you know, types of opportunities so more people benefit from it. You know, I find myself chanting sometimes, just saying, I promise God I'll bring them to you. I promise I'll bring them to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think there's, you know, there's a bigger picture here. And maybe I don't even understand it completely just yet, but I need people to know that, you know, that's not our game. We're not here to bash other companies. We're not here to talk badly about other people. We're just here to be like, you know, just that open door. You want to come in, you're welcome. We'll provide space for you.
That's right, Cynthia. We're so in agreement with you. And our last person with their hand up is Keith Walden, another great star in our IT person who helps us any single time we need assistance. He's our man. Go ahead, Keith.
Thank you so much. Again, happy birthday, Heather.
Thank you.
Again, happy 29th. More. And again, Cynthia, so thank you so much for being here tonight. I mean, just listening to everything we've had to say was just additional confirmation for all of us. As Donzel mentioned, we're all relatively new to the Novitec family. We're very excited to be here. We came from a platform where many of our members were doing well, but they went through some challenges. There was crypto winter, and we were like, what are we going to do? How can we help our teams? And just hearing the words of everyone, of Bob talking about the idea of being able to have something where all your teams can win. And when we started doing our due diligence with the Satoshi Show several months ago, and they came up and said, listen, guys, I think this is it. We just took it on faith. We just jumped in and we didn't look back. And everything we've seen so far has confirmed we made the right decision, and people are prospering like never before. We're very, very excited. And I want to thank you for your vision, whether you got while you were brushing your teeth or some other household errands or activity. Thank you so much for following up on that vision. Because how many people might have got that vision?
I don't have a choice. You know, this stuff wakes me up when I'm asleep sometimes. That's when I do get sleep. So I appreciate that, Keith. Thank you.
You know what, Cynthia, that's the group that had an FBI investigator do a 700-page report. Remember I sent that to you?
Yeah,
and
I wasn't
we were
gonna
like,
read that.
you think we're going to read this 700 pages?
When you sent it to me, you were like, I said, hey, they said we're in a scam. You know, like,
and the bottom line of that whole story is that after 700 pages, they said, yes, the investigator said, this is a good company to move forward with. And so we're really happy to hear.
You just messed up saying that, because now everybody's going to write support asking for that report. I don't have it.
That's it. That's right.
Don't come looking for me for it. I burned it once after I read the bottom line. I was like, oh, thank you for telling me what I already know. But you know what I find amazing about all of that is nobody even contacted us the entire time. I just don't know how somebody writes a 700-page review without ever contacting us. But
I know. Oh, Marcus, we can't forget Marcus. I've got to know Marcus so well in the last few months, and you know, he rose to senior executive so fast. I swear to God, Cynthia, I had to post 3 rank certificates in a row because he just jumped. And I'm so pleased to work with him. He's such a man of honor and integrity and such a great leader. And Marcus, I'd like you to go ahead and share a few words.
I mean, anybody who can grow a beard like that is okay on my team. So very impressed.
It is an absolute honor to be here in your platform, Cynthia. Everybody said it. I wasn't going to say anything. I told him I wasn't, but I felt like I should. In a short period of time, we have had an enormous amount of people who have decided to believe in this project and have moved through rank like I've never seen people move. And the idea for them to have their belief back was huge. They, you know, and you've experienced it personally, when you get to a height and you're broken in that height, you're not broken, the system broke, but then coming back is you have to have that, I'm gonna get up anyway type of an attitude. And for the mere fact that we have had people decide to get back up and fight is absolutely awesome. And to have you on this call so that they can see we're not fighting alone. We've got incredible leadership with Heather. Heather's got great upline leadership with you. It just makes it worth it. The 6,000 people who came out to see this makes it worth it. This wasn't about just Heather's birthday. This was about everybody seeing that Novitec is just not some little thing over here. This is truly, probably one of the greatest things to happen in our time. And because of that, God-driven, it is now opening up a window of opportunity for every household on this planet that we call Earth to have an opportunity of a lifetime that they would have never had before. But without that toothbrushing moment, none of us would have had it. And so we're grateful that you had that moment and you received it and gave it to us. So we thank you and we look forward to nothing but great things in the future for all of us.
See, you have to be careful about the one who sits quietly, right? Because there are people who talk all the time And there are people who talk when they have something meaningful to say. And I feel like, tonight and with your leadership and the people here that, we're making sure that when people say, that you guys are saying things that are extremely meaningful to me and to us and our community. And I do treat it not just as a family where this is a community. Novitec is a community of people. And just to make, again, a reference back to the boxing reference that Donzel made, you said something about being defeated. And what, sometimes people need to understand, you get sucker punched sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you take a champ, even a champ will get sucker punched. You catch a good one in the gut or whatever that you weren't expecting and it just knocks the wind out of you. But we are not defeated. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of just knowing you have the ability to get back up because you're only defeated if you stay down. Kids learn to walk every single day and they fall on their face every day. And nobody ever tells them, listen, stay down. You're not really that good at this walking thing. You know what I'm saying? We encourage them when they're young to get up and keep going. And we lose that sometimes, I think, as adults. And we think the world is against us. We're just not good enough to do something and whatever else. I don't know who told me I couldn't run a business. I did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So people need to understand things are going to happen. You're going to get sucker punched, but you are not defeated. So just keep it moving.
That's right. Amen. I'm so grateful to my sponsor, Olivier, who's here on this call also. And I'm going to make him say something because he's the only one that hasn't so far. And he just became a 1-star ambassador this week. And he's my brother. We've known each other for more than 10 years and we've been in other things together. And we've spent hours and hours, on the phone and late at night and sharing with each other, caring for each other, praying with each other. And I just thank the creator of all for answering my prayer when I was, down in the dumps with my husband. I'm not even going to go into the big, long story, but, a lot of you know my story. And, he had an anaphylactic reaction to a vaccine injury and had to go through heart surgery and all kinds of still ongoing issues. And I prayed for a solution because I'm like, as a nurse, if I'm not vaccinated, I don't have a job. So what am I going to do? And I'm like, I need help. And Olivier called me with Dr. Zizi, a 2-star ambassador. So I have a solution for you, Heather. And I know that was my answer to prayer. And it has changed my life. Novitec has changed my life. Everybody, it's just care, share, and compound and be consistent. For the last 2 years, I was consistent, just sharing it with 4 or 5 people every single month. That's it. My team has grown to over 20,000 people and $120 million in volume. And it's just because of consistency and caring for people. I'm not a big, huge networker. I'm a hard worker. That's what I'm about. And so, Olivier, I thank you, brother, for all of you've done for me and my family and what you do for our golden team. I'm going to allow you to end it by sharing a few words, and I'm going to have Cynthia close us out.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Thank you so much. You are an amazing person. You are a great friend, Heather. I am so blessed to know you since the moment we met, and all these things we've done together. It's been just a blessing. And thank you so much for all you do for our team. Golden Team wouldn't be where we are as Golden Team if it wasn't all the hard work and the support that you do for each and every one of us. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Happy birthday and congratulations. I know even your father's qualified for 1-star ambassador, but you are the star ambassador out there, and I'm so proud of you for that. And to add to what Cynthia was saying, Cynthia, thank you. I don't know which word I should express because Novitec came to my life when everything was collapsing with this COVID and everything was going wrong. And Novitec came. And it's not just the business, as you said before, it's not just a building of a business. And of course, you as a networker before, you build us something that you understand really good. And you put a composition plan and everything just to benefit everybody, even the leaders to move up. You make sure that everybody is helping everybody. It means you have built a culture, of this company, which I've never seen in many other companies, because some other companies were just all about money, all about things. But you have created a culture of building a bridge, and changing economies of people in this world of whatever is going on right now. you know, the recession and people losing their jobs and things are collapsing left and right. And yet in our Novitec, what you have built for us is incredible. I am so grateful every single day. I work every day with my team and everybody who I can be able to reach out and stuff to spread the word of sharing and loving and helping, just what you inspire us to do, which is above and beyond money, you know, which in this company is completely above and beyond money. And that's what I see in you. You're not just trying to do this to make another person here make extra money or not. No, it's changing people's lives. It's just basically giving people hope again. And thank you for that. I thank you so much for you and Adi and the entire team of Novatech for all you're doing. You know, so, and again, all the leaders in Golden Team and everyone in this company, we are lucky to be here. You know, because you know what's out there. We're not going to compare the companies, but what we have here is extremely special. And I pray that you'll be able to see that and take advantage of it and run with it. So with that, basically, again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Olivier. I just want to thank all the panelists for joining us this evening, for all of the 6,000 people that came out this evening. Get back with your sponsor. They'll help you get your PAM account signed up. If you need any help, plug into the Golden Team. We have trainings every day of the week, along with Zooms every day. And we have a schedule that's specified just on Telegram for those information. And again, our guest of honor, the Reverend Cynthia Petion, CEO of Novitec. We are so honored that you came and shared with yourself with us today, especially for my birthday. What a gift that you gave me and our team. We really are grateful. And I'm just going to let you close it out with however you would like.
Thanks, Heather. Again, a very happy birthday and a huge congratulations to your team. Please take some time off for yourself tomorrow and just enjoy your day, enjoy your family, enjoy your son. I just, pray that God continues to bless us, to give us the vision. I think no matter what times may bring, that we're always going to be able to find a way through it in order to even be better on the other side of it than we come out. And we may have started out as one beacon of light. I just feel like this entire community, this culture of Novitec is just now shining light throughout every reach of the world. I appreciate so much what we have, the ability that we have. And I just want everybody here to know that you have the ability and the strength, and we as a community to do whatever we want, to build as big as we need, and to, we're not leaving this planet without making a dent. And, I just pray that we continue to have God's favor so that we can do that. And that, our enemies just stay at bay, because we're not interested in whatever you're trying to bring to us, because whatever we have here is bigger and stronger than anything anybody can throw our way. So, we appreciate every single one of you. We do want your feedback, your participation, because we're not, running the show on our own. So have a blessed night. Have an incredible birthday, Heather. I love you tremendously. Even when you're messaging me at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, we're on the same time zone. I don't know why you don't sleep. But guys, thank you for all you do. Enjoy your night. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless everybody. Thank you for coming out.